Welcome to the Packer Mentality Podcast, where I try to keep you up to date and chill a light on what is happening on and off the field with the Packers. To my loyal listeners and viewers, a heartfelt thank you for your continued support and engagement. Your participation has been pivotal to the growth of this channel. If you haven't already, please take a moment to subscribe, leave your comments, and join me on social media at Packer Mentality. Please don't forget, you can find this podcast on all major platforms. 10 days. We are just 10 days away from the NFL draft. Do we really have a definite idea of what the Packers are going to do? Not really, but we can start to narrow the field. We can make some pretty decent predictions on who they will not be able to pick or who they won't pick in the first round. I think in the first 15 picks, you're going to see the top four quarterbacks, the top three wide receivers, probably the top two pass rushers, three or four of the top offensive linemen, and probably the top two corners come off the board, and maybe the top tight end as well. The Packers, they mostly pick premium positions in the first round. That means they are looking at the pass rushers, defensive linemen, offensive tackles, and defensive backs in the first round. They have also picked the linebacker, Quay Walker, in the first round a couple years ago. Of those options, what is going to be available at number 25? I don't know if any of the defensive linemen or pass rushers that might still be available are going to be guys that the Packers think are going to be worthy of that pick. It also might be too early for a linebacker, even though the Packers desperately need help there. This is a deep offensive line draft, and Green Bay has done well drafting them in later rounds, so maybe they wait on offensive line. But if someone like Graham Barton, the tackle from Duke, is still there at 25, Packers might be tempted. My money is going to be for that first round pick to be a corner or safety. And to get one they like, trading up is a likely possibility for the Packers. They have plenty of draft picks to package if they want to move up. I think a realistic move would be trading up to possibly 19 or 20 to grab Cooper DeJean, or if one of the top corners fall, to grab one of those guys. I don't know if there is any other position or player that they would consider trading up or using those extra picks to trade up for. Whether they use those picks to trade up or they stay at pick number 25, the Packers have 5 picks in the top 100. Expect them to use those picks on safety, cornerback, offensive line, and linebacker. Now, let's see what we can do in the mock draft. We're back in the mock draft simulator. 7 rounds. Trades are a possibility. Let's go. We're at pick 19, and Cooper DeJean is still on the board. So we're going to see what we can do to move up and get him. All right. We traded up with the Rams. We sent them 25 and pick number 91, the second of our picks in the third round. We still have another pick in the third round at 88, but now we are in position to draft Cooper DeJean, which I just discussed a little earlier. At pick number 41, we're going to go with a Cooper draft. Take linebacker Edgerrin Cooper out of Texas A&M. At pick number 58, we are going to go with safety Javon Bullard out of Georgia. Bullard, according to his scouting report, not as comfortable playing deep, but would probably be a very good box safety or slot corner. So he could fill either of two roles there to fill some depth or be a starter for the Packers. At pick number 88, Packers could address their offensive line, go with tackle Dominic Pooney, tackle out of Kansas. He did struggle in 2022 as a guard, where he, according to the scouting reports, did not have good technique, I think with the Packers coaching staff, he will improve a lot. He did play much better in 2023 at tackle, but I think he could have the positional versatility with the right coaching. At pick number 126, Packers going to stick with the offensive line and could go Cooper Beebe, guard out of Kansas State, another guy who has positional versatility, has played tackle, has played guard. 83.9 grade in 2023, 80.5 grade in 2022. At pick number 169, continue to add depth. This guy is a missile coming out of the secondary. Malik Mustafa, safety out of Wake Forest, has a positional versatility, has played at all levels, played in the box, played deep. Pick number 202, go with center Tanner Bortolini out of Wisconsin. Tested ridiculously. At pick 219, we're going to go with running back Isaiah Davis out of South Dakota State. 6 foot 218 as a freshman at South Dakota State. He was a freshman All-American, led the team in rushing. In 2023, 236 carries, almost 1,600 yards, 18 touchdowns. Also added 23 receptions for another 200 yards. First team All-American at that level, led FCS in rushing, and was a team captain. At pick number 245, go with linebacker Trevin Wallace out of Kentucky, 6'2", 241, had a 61.1 grade in 2023, about 700 snaps in 2022, had a 69.7 grade. Packers desperately need some depth at linebacker. Let's see if he can bring something to the team. At pick number 255, I did see his name on their top 30 visit list. Safety Kaitan Oladapo. He is 6'1", 217, 88.3 grade in 2023. Played at all levels. Played in the box. He played deep. He played slot. In 2022, a 79.9 grade. We said going into the draft, Packers needed to address safety, cornerback, offensive line, and linebacker. How'd we do? Round 1, cornerback or safety, Cooper DeJean. Round 2, linebacker, Edgerrin Cooper. Also round 2, safety, Javon Bullard. Round 3, tackle, Dominic Pooney. Round 4, guard, Cooper Beebe. Round 5, safety, Malik Mustafa. Round 6, center, Tanner Bortolini. Also round 6, running back, Isaiah Davis. Round 7, linebacker, Trevin Wallace. Also round 7, Kaitan Oladapo. I think we added depth to the positions we needed to. Whether the Packers do anything remotely looking like that, who knows? I'll be back next Sunday with one more episode before the draft, at least. But to wrap up this episode, I'd like to remind everyone to be sure to subscribe and follow me on social media. Have a great week, everyone, and go Pack Go.